Welcome to the Goods from the Woods. My name is Rivers Langley.
I'm Sam Harder.
And I'm Carter Glasscock.
And today we are so thrilled to be joined by stand-up comedian extraordinaire, my friend.
Mike Kim, yeah.
What's up, Mike? How you doing, bud?
Good. Thanks for having me on.
Man, hell yeah.
Thanks for coming.
It's great to see you. I met Mike doing stand-up at the Comedy in English down in Santa Monica, which is at a youth hostel where sometimes the audience speaks English. Sometimes they're,
sometimes they're not youth.
Sometimes they're not youth. Yeah,
I think generally people speak English though.
But you're,
That's a weird. Rivers says that, and other comics say that, but I also feel like sometimes that's the I just bombed and I need to.
Yeah, that's true.
Because whenever I'm like, where are you guys even from? And they're like, England,
New Zealand,
yeah, New Zealand,
Australia, places that speak English.
Yeah, I will say I'm in the room with 2 out of the 3 people I've seen do the best at that show. That being Sam, Mike, and the other being a friend of the show, Holly Perkins, who also destroys every time she's there.
Wow, I guess I just suck every time I go up at that show, huh?
Yeah, that was. I thought he was going with Carter. I'm gonna be honest.
No, you do great too. I mean, I just mean like.
Gloves are off today. Say whatever you want about Rivers.
You can hate me already.
Oh, no, I'm not.
No, Carter's not mad at you. Carter's mad at the world.
No, it's boiling inside of me, but I can't articulate it yet because I'm so angry.
It'll come out around the 3rd segment.
Awkwardly in the middle of a segment. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I just wanted to.
I took off work to go.
Just wanted to pump these guys up because Sam. I've said I think Sam is the most American person that most of these people have ever seen.
Well, I always offer to sell them guns.
Yeah,
they're enthralled with the idea of guns because they're all from different countries.
Do you have guns for sale?
I could get them one if they really wanted it.
I know a guy.
That's American.
But they never want it. They never do.
Well, they can't get it back on the plane, you know.
I know a trick for that, too.
I don't know. Just use it up while you're here, and then you don't take it back on the plane.
Yeah, I mean, it is fun just to, buy a little trinket of a foreign country. It's like, you don't need it at home. You just want to hold it in your hand,
like a
shoot
beer
it in the
stein
air,
or something,
point
or
it at
pistol.
your friends.
Well,
That's escalating right there.
Yeah.
Air, point at your friends. And
I mean, as long as it's you discharge all the rounds in the air, then you can point it at your friends, which they love.
That's right. Just like actor who got
Alec Baldwin.
Yeah.
They were playing with the gun that day. They literally
Well, you're
were.
the one that gave him that advice. It's because of you.
Yes, I made ununionized arms.
Let's say Sam is a scab prop master for sure.
Yeah, scab prop master.
This movie set's a little boring. You want to go shoot a gun?
I'm bored. I was said a lot on the set of Rust. I'm bored.
They finished making it, I think.
It's coming out, which is fucking insane.
It's coming out, and Alec Baldwin has a reality show coming out too with Ilaria.
Cucumber?
Cucumber? Yes.
Wow.
Yes, 2 things.
So his life's going great.
I mean,
I bet he would do good at comedy.
Maybe maybe he needed to finish it and do the show for legal fees he's about to pay out the ass.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he's also been like the whole like galvanizing of conservatives to be like, I mean, he's only a murderer is all. It's not really his fault.
And also, it's lobbed at the left being like, what do you think about that? I'm like, I don't give a fuck.
One of your heroes. It's
Yeah,
like, not really.
Not really.
Not even a politician. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah,
He made fun of Trump. Like, not even.
Right.
He did the worst Trump impression.
Yeah, easily the worst, and that's fine. He put him in jail. I mean,
we're here with one of the persons with the best Trump impression.
this is true. Yes,
Rivers Langley.
Let's hear it.
Shit.
Let's hear it.
No, what did you say? Mine sounded like he was like a vampire or something. I think.
Oh,
at
you're
some
doing
point.
an impression of someone else.
No. This was a while ago. I think that criticism has been lobbed at most of my impressions. Is that they're vampire-like. I do enjoy a good vampire.
Just trying to
I am Donald Trump.
Yeah.
I am running for a second term of the presidency.
Yeah.
I was just throwing
Man, that's
back.
a Jewish.
Yeah. What is this?
I'm I'm going to suck your blood.
I'm gonna suck your blood.
Yeah.
The rest of the episode should just be setting up situations where it seems like we're about to compliment Carter and then compliment someone else. That's the improv
That is the game. That is the game of this episode. Unfortunately, and there's no caffeine, so I can't fight back. But yeah, do it.
I've got Ultra Fiesta Mango that I haven't tongued.
Is that not the concoction?
No. This is just my own personal stock.
I didn't want to. I don't want to take your.
I got a full glass.
LaCroix,
I got a full glass.
I've been so conditioned to like get a caffeine lift from this show that like I crash hard before I get here.
Yeah. Well, I can't guarantee caffeine, but I do have actually a.
There's a ominous green glow that's coming from that bowl.
I have a delectable edible that is pertinent to things that we have discussed on the show before, and of course, this is the
Baja Fiery Mango.
That's right, Baja Blast Doritos, motherfuckers. Yeah.
Oh, gross.
Wait, are we waiting? Or do we
Oh, go for it. People love it when we eat on the
feeling
mic.
Rivers is about to fuck this up.
Oh yeah.
It's not about to taste the same anymore after what Rivers is about to do. I have a feeling.
What you think?
Dude, it tastes like it.
I know, right?
Not bad.
I ate a bag last week.
I kind of like it.
I wouldn't want to eat a whole bag, but I don't hate this at all.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Doritos has a new dill pickle flavor. That's dude,
Whoa,
if you
what?
like dill pickle chips,
I do.
it's the exact same.
Oh,
exact
shit.
fucking flavor.
Okay.
Dude, it's so
But with
good.
a fun Dorito crisp.
Yeah, it's so
Pretty good, man.
I'm gonna get one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we got to get something to wash it down because it's time for our ungodly concoction. So this is actually the very first entree into the beverage world from a very, very well-known snack food company. And of course, I'm talking about motherfucking Wrap Snacks, everybody.
Hell
yeah.
I love wrap snacks.
Yeah.
Little Boosies were
I'm so stoned. I just invented a situation in my head where I thought
barbecue,
Rivers
please.
was gonna pour soda into the chips.
Yeah.
and then we were gonna have to eat it like cereal.
No.
But thank God that didn't happen.
That's very World of Warcraft.
Yeah. No, this is Lil Baby's Ooh-wee! Fruit Punch Lemonade.
That's real?
This is real, yeah.
You've never heard of this company?
No, I know wrap snacks, but I just didn't really keep up to it. I've had the chips.
Yeah. Yeah, they're branching out. They do ramen now, too.
Yeah,
I saw that.
They got ramen. They got hot fries. I already found out that this is indeed uncarbonated, so there might be
It has to. It's like Hawaiian Punch, I'm going to assume.
right.
uncarbonated, uncaffeinated. So this is just food coloring.
Yeah, pretty much. I feel like this is going to be pretty similar to those little grenades that you buy, quarter waters.
It smells like cheap fruit punch.
Yeah, I was
Comes
gonna
in like
say.
a gallon jug, like milk.
It tastes like melted popsicles.
Straight up, that
It tastes like a Otter Pop or something.
Melted Otter Pop.
and
Yeah.
it's even got like the hit of like too much sugar from the Otter Pop when they're melted.
Yeah.
Did you guys ever drink those when they were?
I would wait for them to melt and then before opening it.
I would crush it up to where there was still ice.
Right, like it
because
was
I liked it
sludge,
to be
yeah.
yeah, but I wanted it to be, you don't want it when
I'd
it's
always-
too cold and you just have to
I'd-
chew on the motherfucker.
No, see, I'd always sneak one right when I put it in the freezer. Just give it a little whoop right
I
down
mean,
the
don't
hatch.
get me wrong, I've done that lots of times, but it's not as enjoyable.
I got a real like trailer park diet going on right now.
Yeah, fuck yeah. That's
Blast
hey,
Doritos.
it's summer, baby. That's the vibe I wanted.
That's the vibe I wanted.
Yeah, man.
I'm just going to start saying that after everything I do that's weird.
That's the vibe I actually wanted.
I planned it this way. No, I will say this is a first for this segment because I looked for absolutely anything weird about Wrap Snacks CEO James Lindsay, and I found nothing.
So you could have looked up something weird about Lil Baby. Probably.
Yeah, I'm sure there's with the brand endorsers. I'm sure there's
So he's just an upstanding member of the
straight up.
He's a good rapper. I think he's going through some legal issues.
Oh, you're talking about
now.
Lil Baby. I thought you meant the CEO. No, the CEO.
No, we're
is,
talking about Lil Baby right now.
Yeah, Lil Baby's got plenty of shit to talk about. You can talk shit about him all day long.
Yes, and I've heard that's who you talk to if you need to get your lingo up. Is what I understand. But
know what that means.
it's from Not Like Us. It's from the #1 song in the United States of America. Not Like Us. If he gets a mention on there. So yeah, I was looking into the CEO, and this is like man after my own heart. He was just like, I love two things: music and snacks. And this apparently the Wrap Snacks thing was his fucking dream, and he did it.
So he's just in it for the right reasons.
It's crazy.
That's one of those lies.
What is with this
you
episode?
say.
I don't know. It's weird.
When you're like fucking interviewing at UPS and you're like, my passion is putting stuff in boxes. It's like, that's not fucking true.
We
but you
need
have
those
to say
people,
it.
though.
Thank God you work here. Yeah.
He grew up in Philly, started the company in 1994, and this is his quote: "I love rap and I love snacking. As a kid, I considered myself a snack food connoisseur. I was like a mad scientist of snacks. I would take various types of chips and mix them together in one bag in search of the next great flavor."
This guy sounds sort of like Rivers.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Man after my own heart. And so, yeah, started the company in 1994 with $40,000. His first flavor of chips was Master P's Platinum Barbecue. And nowadays, Master P is one of the part owners of the company.
Oh, he's a smart businessman.
Started in 94, like before No Limit was even like a big thing at that point. So he got on the ground floor, I guess, with Master P. That's
Is he
kind of
from California?
He's from Philly, but the company's based out of Miami. I guess he relocated to Miami. But the website's hilarious because in the history section, it details various flavor disagreements that this guy had with a couple of rappers.
I have heard that they get a say in what the product is.
Yeah. But it's funny because every one of these is just him arguing with the rapper and then being proven right, at least in this telling. Like he says, "When I did the Migos flavor, I let the owner of their label taste the sour cream with a dab of ranch. He looked at me and he said, 'James, you gave me a weak flavor.' And I said, 'No, I did not. That flavor is very different, and you have to understand that because you don't like ranch. That doesn't mean everybody doesn't like ranch. You've got to look outside the box.' Now he loves the flavor."
Wow.
That was fucking boring ass story.
I know.
See, this is the equivalent to like one time I told this guy this is the good box.
Yeah.
And then he
He
like,
said, "No,
believed
this
me.
is the good box,"
Yeah.
and then I showed him.
And then he has almost
That's not hip hop. This is boring as fuck.
he has almost the exact same story with Fetty Wap. With the Fetty Wap situation, he calls it a situation.
Yeah, I'm sure it took 2 seconds out of his day. He was like, you know what, fucking whatever.
I'm sure it was a text
Who
message.
cares?
Yeah. He says, Wap wanted the honey barbecue by itself. He didn't want honey jalapeno. It's like, guys, you perform. This is what I do. Let me do what I do.
He sees this as like his personal beefs with these rappers.
Yeah,
like it was
kind of.
getting pretty intense.
Like, why should I know this?
Fetty Wap was like part of a fentanyl dealing gang. I'd fucking listen to him. Add some goddamn jalapeno in that bitch.
Yeah. But then he ends by saying, now he loves the flavor. So
That's just his conclusion statement to every story he tells.
Yeah.
actually, now he loves it and we're best friends.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. But I do just like it's very Joe Dirt.
Well, that might be your problem. It's not what you like. It's the consumer.
It's a very safe display of dominant story.
Yes,
very
Especially towards a
true.
rapper, because then they're going to be like, fuck it.
right.
Yeah,
It's just
exactly.
chip flavors.
They're like, I'm getting paid the same regardless of the
Right.
flavor.
I'm the only person on earth that's read the history section of the Rap
And then-
Snacks
then
website.
he's behind the rapper's back. He's like doo-doo flavored Fetty Wap chips because he made him mad. We came to a disagreement, but he saw things my way.
There's only so many flavors of chips you can come up with, and I think right now we may be at the limit. They're throwing a lot of crazy.
Got a damn Baja Blast
Yeah,
chip.
but we don't need this. No one's gonna keep
No,
eating these.
no one's
after,
gonna be like
2 months.
protest when these go away.
No, not at all.
I will.
Eat them out
Well-
of morbid curiosity, and then
You're built different.
I'll be
Rivers.
out there
like
with a
most
sign.
rap snack eaters. You are built different.
That's what they tell
I can
me.
just tell, like, if I ate like half a bag of those, my lips would be all puffy and from all the sodium, and my mouth would be all like hard up from getting the crunch in there.
my mouth's pretty coated
And then
in
the
that spice.
and then the spice gets in there and makes it mutate into something worse. And then you got a fucking Dorito mouth, and even brushing your teeth ain't gonna save that.
Yeah.
You got to floss and use mouthwash.
You get a water
And go to
pick.
Yeah, I need a water pick.
Those are great.
I need a lot of stuff in my life.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird even giving this a ranking because it is just such bog standard. Like you said, like the 1 gallon fruit punch that you would buy in the refrigerated section, and also proceeds from this go to the Atlanta Children's Hospital. So I'm just like, it's good. Thank you, Lil Baby.
I feel like
we're helping
send
the
them to
kids
the
with this.
We're helping out the kids. Yeah.
This would send them to the hospital.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Yeah.
This is like sucking on a red Jolly Rancher and spit.
Send them to the hospital
I
because they'd
agree.
kill themselves
I
from
agree.
boredom drinking this. I don't know. I didn't like it.
It's
But you finished it though.
I did finish it. I was thirsty.
yeah. That's kind of how I felt. It was fine.
I love these. These are amazing. These taste so good. The fake mango is amazing.
I found a new guy that I hate.
All right.
This is Miriam Cooper writing for the Daily Mail and Miles Klee writing for Rolling Stone. And we're talking about one of the guys who popularized an app that we've all got, which is Venmo. So 46-year-old Brian Johnson launched the payment platform Braintree in 2007 before he acquired Venmo and then sold both to PayPal in 2013 for $800 million. So this is theoretically the Venmo guy. Johnson says that at the height of his stress, so he's a billionaire, y'all. He's all worked up and he's all stressed out. So
That's a full day.
that's a full day inventing a thing that a bank already does.
Zelle came after Venmo.
Zelle came after it because it's similar to like, Movie Pass or a million of the Silicon Valley things where they start a thing that should have already been a thing.
Right.
And then the actual institution has to be like, why didn't we do that?
Let's just do it now. Yeah, and you don't pay as much taxes on it.
Right, yeah. So all that stuff came later, though. It was his company Braintree and then Venmo later. But so he's all stressed out, and he said that the only thing that would bring him relief is thinking about those brownies in the refrigerator.
What the fuck?
What in the rosebud is that?
So he's at work, and he's just like, can't wait to get those brownies.
Sounds like he likes to molest people. Weird thing to say. Like,
Need those brownies in the fridge. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
I will say this is the least concerning thing in this article. So
That's the least concerning. Okay.
by far the least concerning thing. Quote, it was like this idea that if I could somehow get my hands on this food, I'd have this momentary relief of this pain of my existence. Every evening at 7 p.m., old Evening Brian would arrive. So he talks about himself in snack mode the way Dennis Rader talks about him in BTK mode. Like X Factor kicks in and I must kill brownies.
How old is this guy? He sounds like he's 75 trying to be funny.
He's 46.
You're too young to be talking like that. Stop that.
Night Dennis comes on.
And too rich too. That's not an $800 million man.
He said, oh God, Evening Brian's here again.
I can feel him coming up from my feet.
He's a werewolf, but
Yeah.
a fat kid.
He rips his shirt off and he's like, I need chocolate syrup.
I'm a were-fat.
A fat wolf. Yeah.
Yeah, fat wolf.
To the moon. He's like, ugh.
I have adult onset clumpism. I balloon up into Professor Clump. But so Evening Brian would arrive around 7 p.m. Oh God, he's here again. We're going to down a whole pan of brownies, aren't we? This is just perfect thing of like, rich people have no soul.
Yeah.
There's nothing happening in there. Like at a certain point, you have too much money and just whatever makes you a human being just floats away into the upper atmosphere. And now you're just this pure id-driven freak, but for stupid shit.
I don't know why I got served this on Instagram. Probably because I was looking on one of those like, how do I get out of my dissatisfying job things? I got served this ad where it's like, Mark Zuckerberg used to wear one outfit all the time.
Gross.
That's all he would wear. It's like, not like Doug. Yeah, it's like, so he wouldn't shower.
Yeah.
Or he would pull a Doug Funny. It's like, the whole like, you got to be single-minded if you want to be in the billionaire mindset.
Dude, that's a Steve Jobs thing. Steve Jobs famously wouldn't bathe. Would not bathe.
Wait, I thought he would just buy a bunch of the same outfit.
Yeah, well, he'd do that too, but he literally he said that like his natural musk gave him power and shit. Like he was
gave him energy.
Cancer. That's what it did. Fuck.
Yeah, well, he also he died of a type of cancer that if he had just treated it any other way than the way he did, which was eating fruit and fruit only.
Mm-hmm. That was his diet.
They were like, well, we could give you chemo, and he's like, no, I'm on a fruit diet, it's gonna kill the cancer. And then of course he fucking died.
Yeah, it's like when you get distracted by things like soap is when you miss the $1 billion idea.
Oh yeah,
that's true, especially with scented soap.
Yeah. Oh God,
you're gonna
so many things to think of at once.
I forgot so many things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah.
Every time I wash my hands.
But just keep that in mind. Anytime you see a video of Steve Jobs on stage unveiling the iPhone, just know that if the air conditioning in that theater.
If there was a court stenographer, there would be green stink waves.
Yes,
off of him.
yes, like notoriously smelly man. So this guy, one day I said to myself, "Evening, Brian, you're fired." So in 2021, he launched his health regimen.
He says that to the brownies. I fire you, brownies.
I rebuke thee. Be gone, you chocolatey devil.
Fuck you for being delicious.
So in 2021, he launched his health regimen called Project Blueprint with the aim of reversing his biological age. And I don't mean that in a colloquial sense. I mean, he literally wants to turn back into an 18-year-old. Now, the venture capitalist takes more than 100 supplements a day, and he only eats between 6 a.m. and 11 a.m.
Wait. Is this that guy? He's an influencer now too.
Oh,
Is
yeah.
that the guy that's on all the podcasts?
Oh, yeah.
This
yeah.
is the guy.
This is Brian Johnson.
The one that looks, his skin looks like it's like a sous vide to his fucking.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. So for the before and after photo, I have to say, his before photo, he looks like Tim Heidecker. His after photo, he looks like Elon Musk is melting.
Well, he looks like a really well done
Jesus.
post-op trans man.
Yeah, a little bit too.
Like very well done trans man.
Yeah, but he's insisting all of this came from eating hundreds and hundreds of supplements a day, and also spending $2 million a year on efforts to optimize his body. He painstakingly documents these routines and their results on social media. In 2023, he spoke at something called, and I am dying to go to this, no pun intended, RADFest, which is the Revolution Against Aging and Death Conference. So,
Okay.
what kind
A
of
revolution like no one's tried this
Right,
before.
right, yeah. Like this hasn't been the dream of Mercury and syphilis-laden kings going back to antiquity.
Yeah, no one just riddled with plastic surgery. No way.
Yeah. What kind of booths do we think we've got at the Revolution Against Aging and Death convention?
Thinking there's going to be a kombucha thing.
Yeah, a lot of holistic medicines.
I would say pound for pound, and this is a big claim considering Comic-Con exists, I would say probably the worst smelling farts of any convention.
Yeah, like those hungry farts.
They're
that,
just eating.
They smell like stomach lining.
Supplements and fucking drinking blood.
So yeah, it's just like
Chalky stomach lining farts.
Oh,
just like
Smell like a dead body.
no one's bathing. Like
Retrograde semen.
well, it's just snake oil in the forms of pills, powders, fungi.
I mean, I
probably
think
people trying to sell hallucinogens.
But there's a
You're
lot
this
of
is medicine.
there's a lot of incense covering up all that, so it definitely smells
Ooh.
like the sweet smell of a dead body.
yeah. Yeah, I would say worst smelling groups of people. So this is going to be pretty near the top, right below it. Bonnaroo.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
An all elite wrestling show.
Bonnaroo, garbage wrestlers.
Have you seen a clip of this guy where he's on a podcast and he's talking about his whole routine every day, where he's like, it's all spent on this, and then
Yeah.
the guy's like, don't you feel like, you're trying to live this long, but then you're
Quality.
spending more of your life
Not
to
living.
live longer, but
Yeah.
you're wasting it. And he got quiet. He's like,
It broke his fucking brain
Yeah,
because
'cause
he's
it's true.
never occurred to it.
so you want to keep living forever and spend 90% of your day to live longer? It doesn't
yeah.
make any sense.
And that just goes to show you guys, watch out for your intent and your outcome.
That's
you
right.
need to be very aware of what both of those things are
Sure.
when approaching any situation, let alone something like
It's
this.
also just never ever live in the present moment.
no, fear the
live for the
future.
future.
Yeah, just fear the future constantly, every moment that you're awake.
Johnson is also meticulously detailing his ongoing shockwave treatment for erectile dysfunction.
Wait, he has erectile dysfunction?
So he's literally shocking. That's what it is. I was like, what is shockwave treatment? And then I clicked and I was like, I don't know what I was expecting. It's tasering your own dick.
You're zapping your nutsack. Yeah.
Yeah. And
So
he's
it's like the muscle stimulators they would put on your leg if it was
yeah,
injured. but
it's the
on his
ab
penis.
workout machine, but for your wiener.
Oh, God.
Is
That's
this
the only time it works.
when he was doing this? Is this when he decided that there should be a comment section to Venmo, or you should be able to
Ooh.
like someone's payment?
Yeah,
when he was zapping his own dick.
I wonder if that was his idea or some investor coming in later. You're like, people love engagement. People love social media.
It has to be like Instagram.
It is a funny thing to do to just randomly favorite one of your friends' payments
Yeah.
that's not related
I
to
feel
you.
so
You send a-
creeped
you send-
out.
Oh, I think it's so
You
funny.
send a payment to your roommate and it's just an eggplant with a squirting thing out of it. And you're like, it's rent. That's rent money.
I started doing them all private because that creeped me out too much.
I hate it.
I was like, I don't need all these
Oh,
freaks.
I do
to know.
business class. I get on Zelle, baby.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
I did used to see you and Carly's all the time when I would spend
Yeah.
hours scrolling through my feed.
And it's always like, I try desperately to love you or something.
Dinner.
We'd make it seem worse than it was. It'd be dinner or I'm owed one or something like that.
Uber trip.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Uber
yeah.
trip.
So he's
Or
been
people go like drugs, hard drugs,
Yeah.
illegal stuff.
So he's been publicly tracking the measurements and duration of his erections on social media. If anybody's curious as
Yeah,
to what he's going on
Show
with.
us the video.
Yeah,
of this.
can you get the?
No, it's just raw numbers. It's not even.
really?
We don't even get
Just
any pictures.
raw data?
Just data. Yeah.
You don't see his boner flop like doing the
He had a fun little tweet.
dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight.
He had a fun little tweet where he's like, "Eventually, I'm gonna have to post a dick pic or something." I was
That's
like,
like, that's like Magikarp.
Here's the thing related to that thing you just said. What's the point in having a really hard sustained erection if you're not using it?
What?
What's the point?
I don't know, but it feels
Thank-
cool when I stick it in a light socket.
Thank God I came and I'm still hard for hours. Thank
Just
God.
what I wanted.
So recently, the millionaire biohacker has visited Roatan, a remote island off the coast of Honduras, for a $20,000 treatment that will supposedly edit his DNA in an effort to live forever.
Oh my god.
Which sounds like a great way to either become the Incredible Hulk or give yourself mega cancer. Like that is.
It is one of those things where, like, when your parents are like, I don't know if I trust Venmo. It's just like you're so quickly can just give someone $300.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
That's not completely unfounded.
No. Quote, "Look, I'm traveling to a remote island for an extreme medical procedure that could change the future of humanity," he said in a YouTube video entitled, "I edited my DNA on a secret island to live forever." He says, "Human beings have a 120-year ceiling, and so far no one can punch through it. Gene therapy might be the answer. So I'm traveling to the heart of Prospera to find Minicircle, a biohacking company
This guy is going to die at 68 years old.
Yeah.
Well, are you going to do a thing where you're 90, but your life isn't miserable and you're falling apart? Like, do they think that part's just not going to happen?
That's the whole thing. Is like you need like a 90-year-old brain in this guy because it's like those people are like, kill me. Like all my friends and family are dead.
Yeah.
Please let me go.
Oh, yeah.
Also, people aren't cars. You can't just be like, oh, I got to replace my fucking organs. Like, you can't
Yeah.
fucking do that shit.
Every fictional story about immortality is they're always like finding some way to die because they're so sad to still be
Right.
alive.
That's the whole point of like every one of those stories just ends with "kill me, please." Like,
Yeah,
that's-
like I want to go. I'm ready to go. Please kill me.
Or you hear the stories. They're like, and this guy, he smoked cigars and drank whiskey every day, and he's 100. It's like, yeah, he doesn't give a fuck.
Right, right.
Worrying about his health ended 20 years ago.
Yeah.
So he's apparently gone to this island to look for a biohacking company called Minicircle, and he says that the procedure involves getting a shot in the stomach and one in the buttocks, and he claims that he now ages a year every 19 months rather than 12 months.
That's so stupid.
Somehow he thinks that he has slowed down the rotation of the Earth around the sun, and his year is 19 months.
That's just some doc. He paid some doctor to say this. Like, so the check has cleared. Yes. Well, as it turns out, you're aging every 20 months.
Yeah.
Well, 19 months.
100% that's what it is. Some quack is just like, you're not going to believe this, but
Yeah.
You
There's
still
been a
have
breakthrough.
$800 million, right? Okay.
Okay.
I'll tell you anything.
Well, then I have good news for you.
he says that he has reversed his biological age by 5 years in total.
According to an app I downloaded on my phone.
Yeah. No, according to some guy in Honduras who was like, yeah, man, whatever. Yeah, definitely.
That's like when you tell a 50-year-old, like, oh, you got the body of a 30-year-old.
oh, he's got a quote like that.
And then your like uncle comes out from the doctor like, yeah, they say I'm healthy as a horse.
So Johnson notoriously experimented with receiving blood plasma transfusions from his teenage son.
Oh,
Wow.
So this guy was using his child as a bag of blood,
Wow.
a living transfusion.
a living blood boy. Come forth, blood boy. And my favorite.
He's not a monster.
No, he's not a monster at all. The kid was fine with it.
Yeah, I'm sure the kid did it willingly. I'm sure the kid suggested it.
Yeah, but the best part is he says that he derived no benefits from the child's blood. So, which
I don't feel overwhelming power. I still want brownies.
yeah.
What about love? Did he get love?
I don't know.
Dude, all these energy drink guys and Venmo guys, and they're all versions of Citizen Kane.
Oh, Silicon Valley. Every single person that's ever come out of Silicon Valley and made a couple $100 million goes fucking crazy.
Yeah, because you want for nothing for the rest of your life, so there's nothing to shoot for.
Yeah, just no friction. Brain goes fucking wild. But yeah, so meanwhile, and I love this because what you're about to hear, it sort of insinuates that his son didn't have good enough blood to help him out. But meanwhile, he offered his own blood plasma to his 71-year-old father and said that the procedure was surprisingly effective. According to Johnson, who posted on Twitter in November, his super blood has reduced his father's age by 25 years.
The biological age by 25 years?
Yeah, so he's saying his dad's in his 70s. He gave him his super blood. And now the dad's like, actually, I'm your age now, son.
That doesn't make any sense because that doesn't account for joints.
No.
Wear and tear on the actual physical being. The
No, but he's
physiology of it.
Mike, did you not hear me say super blood? We're dealing in the metaphysical here.
Oh, yeah.
It's super blood.
He's Captain and fucking geriatric now.
Yeah, but also it does kind of imply it's like, yeah, I helped my dad out, not like my worthless son.
Wait, that's torture because then he can live longer with the fucked up body.
Yeah.
My great grandma, before she died, she was like, had dementia. She was like, "Where's the wedding? I don't want to live anymore." Like, this guy.
That's what this guy's trying
he
to
hates his
fight
dad.
for.
Yeah.
He wants to kill his dad, or he wants to torture his dad.
When his dad dies at
You put a pillow over his face. Carry me. I'll put it like I did to my dad.
when his dad dies in like 10 years, he's going to be like, he was only 35.
His biological age.
Now, you guys sound like you might be a little skeptical of this guy. Johnson.
Has he taken into account like he could be hit by a car?
But so Johnson compared present-day skepticism towards his outlook to mistrust that previous generations would have had towards modern medicine. Quote, "Just imagine that we're speaking with Homo erectus 1 million years ago. Imagine us telling them, you just got to take this little white thing and put it in your mouth. It's gonna eliminate. Oh yeah, got to put it in your mouth to eliminate an infection." I was like, okay, what's going on?
That's very molesty too.
He said everything. He says, "I want to be admired by the 25th century."
Oh.
So he just is one of those narcissists that's like, everyone's going to remember my name.
Legacy.
As the guy whose organs failed.
First they call you crazy, then they hate you, then you change the world. I forgot who said that. I think that's Steve Jobs.
Carter Glasscock.
Yeah.
That's right. I did say that.
But that's the worst thing anyone's ever told a psychopath with too much money.
Yeah, and that's why because that's what I am, a psychopath with too much money. And I say stuff like that.
But yeah, like I said, he's comparing people who are like, this is dumb. He's like, just consider the caveman. Like, that's what he's saying.
Consider the friendly caveman.
You are dumber than me, and
I like how that's become like a cool alpha thing to compare yourself to when humans haven't lived like that in thousands and thousands of years.
Right.
But they're like, they used to walk out of a cave every morning and have to bonk a dinosaur on the head to eat, and only the strongest survived. There was no
We lost sight of that.
There was no community or group help at all. It was just you were on your own, and that's what I am in this crazy American world.
Filled with beta cucks. That's why I bought Venmo.
No, but you brought up a great point because they like people. You can hire them as coaches to live like back in the caveman days.
Right. Oh,
and it's really stupid. You're right. It is
there's
based
a
off this,
whole
like, alpha
economy.
Bullshit. It's just
yeah.
Hocus pocus.
I like how he's like so about like, and you used to have to go out and kill dinosaurs to eat.
Yeah.
And his biggest thing is an app that removes you from having to go to the bank.
And he's a personal chef, I bet you.
Oh, for sure.
To live longer, you need the best.
You need the money to do all this shit. Yeah, he's like a very strict vegan and all this stuff. I'm like, all of this sounds expensive as hell. But yeah, he says, I want to be admired by the 25th century. I think we were really the stage.
They're not going to get him in the 23rd century.
No.
He's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. He says, my objective is not life maximization, it's species maximization. It's trying to get life in this part of the galaxy to flourish. I fucking hate this guy so much.
Too late.
Yeah.
We are so overpopulated. Are you crazy?
This is just like the classic, I have no one around to tell me no
not a
for
single
years.
person. Even my blood boy, a.k.a. my son, will not tell me the truth.
Then the son's just like, are you going to cut my funds off, Dad? Sure.
Yeah.
Take my blood.
Sure. You need my toenails for what? All right.
Johnson has previously spoken about his skincare routine, which involves 7 skin creams and minimizing the time he spends in the sun by only venturing out when he can in the early mornings or the evenings when the UV index is low. And it's like rich people shit.
Yeah.
Everyone else has to go outside, you fucking asshole.
Yeah.
But he's just like, I can sit in this climate controlled thing and just chill out, man. Why doesn't everybody do this? He says, my skin age was like 64 years old on one of those markers. And now my recent measurement, I think I'm between 37 and 42 years old in terms of my skin age.
What is with him and saying all these weird like
I
quantifications?
don't know. Who's
Biological age, skin age. What the fuck?
I guess it shows like how no matter how successful you become in life, turning 50 just wrecks your brain. Like there's just no way it's not gonna.
I want to move to Silicon Valley and just forge a fucking medical license and become a guy that just tells rich people numbers.
Oh yeah.
This guy's whole thing. How much is he paying all these people to be like, well, you were at 60, but now you're got good news, man. You're 22.
When you invent a unit of measurement, you can really just say any number.
Totally.
Anything.
Yeah. Johnson gets his blood tested every day. I'm like, that sucks, dude. Just,
You know what they do is they take his blood and then they're like, well, I'll take this back to the lab. And then they go inject it into a trash can.
Yeah. And then they come back and like, we got great news. It's 82.
You lost a year. You lost a year last night.
82.6. Can you believe it? It's crazy. Whoa.
Yes, I can believe it.
Yeah, you lost a year. The sun actually went backwards last night and you didn't notice.
But don't go outside.
Yeah. Do not go outside. So he gets his blood tested every day, sticks to a strict vegan diet, and before bed, and this is my favorite, because again, this doesn't sound like a life you're actually living. This sounds like hell. Before bed, he wears both an infrared nightcap to reduce hair loss and UV light goggles for 2 hours. So
I've heard of these things.
Yeah.
A lot of
do they
women
do? What do
use
they do?
these things. They're supposed to like clear up your skin.
Yeah.
And help promote hair growth and stuff like that.
So he's got a helmet on his head that's going wow, and it's supposedly growing hair on his fucking head. And he's got giant goggles that are making his eyes less puffy.
Seems like he could afford the hair surgery.
Yeah. Also, for 2 fucking hours every day.
It just sounds like he wants to be like the hottest corpse.
Oh, he looks like
He
it.
dies, you know?
That is actually, if I could pick 2 words to describe his look, hot corpse is the word I'd
Dude,
use. He looks
so
like he's made out of fucking marzipan.
Yeah.
He's so
great,
shiny.
great for open casket for sure. You know.
Oh yeah. So yeah,
Hot open casket.
he also regularly goes for MRIs. So just on a random Tuesday, he's like, you know what? Let's do an MRI.
I get cancer. Let's do it.
Ultrasounds and colonoscopies.
It's a lot of time in his day.
It's like if you sold Venmo for $800 million, you could just really have a lot of time to do all this bullshit. He claims that he is the most measured man in history and now has the heart of a 37-year-old, the skin of a 28-year-old, the fitness.
Hey, so he has a heart of me?
Yeah. Good luck, bitch.
Yeah, I was going to say. I just had some fucking Baja Blast Doritos and some red mystery liquid.
Hey, that's Lil Baby's red mystery liquid.
Right, sorry. Apologies to Lil Baby.
And he has the fitness of an 18-year-old after adopting the highly regimented program back in 2020.
What 18-year-old? Where are they getting the measurement? You know, like what
Right.
37-year-old?
It's all just arbitrary stuff that like they like see his eyebrows if they have the ability to raise a little bit with
Yeah, it's an 18-year-old that fell into a time machine, Mike.
Yeah, I was very indifferent about this guy when I see his clips, but you made me like hate.
It's the worst.
This was torture to hear.
I fucking hate this guy.
I can't stand him anymore now.
I'm gonna use
My
L.
heart is full of rage.
That's what we do here, man.
I gotta use L, dude.
Well, they tell me why. Why is it safer? What is the thing?
Well,
Just bank to bank.
it's bank to bank, so there's less
no middleman.
tax taken out of it.
It's instant too.
It's instant, yeah.
The tax thing, it's easier to look at Zelle, though, I will say. Venmo is better for obfuscating the source of funds.
Right. It is hard when like someone you don't know, you Zelle someone you don't know, like for a vendor or something like that.
Yeah.
It's a little bit more difficult because you need their like phone number and shit. But
Yeah.
seems like it's more secure.
Yeah.
I don't know. Not to get join the side of big banks or whatever.
Yeah. Zelle, it's I guess more secure to go bank to bank. But if
Well, you
you're
could also say it wasn't made by him, so now we use Zelle now.
Yeah,
that's true. Yeah, wasn't made by him in the first place because he bought it from somebody.
vampire.
The guy from Wells Fargo is doing the same thing where he's like, I'm a vampire and I shock my nipples every night and I'm trying to.
Oh yeah, 800 million ain't shit compared to Wells Fargo. That's the thing. It's like if you imagine like these are the people on the come up as far as money goes. This is the nouveau riche. Now imagine people that have that money for fucking ever.
Yeah,
like the crazy shit they're
who
doing.
don't put their insane evil shit online.
Yeah, what this guy is literally being like, I stuck my dick in a taser. Look how big it is. So now imagine what Cornelius Wellington Fargo is doing.
I feel like he takes his soft dick, stretches it out as long as it goes, and then goes, "Look, I got a 9-incher, guys."
And who amongst us hasn't done
That's
that?
not how this works, sir.
Wait, you mean you don't measure it like a fish you caught? Look, I'm gonna flop it on a cooler, baby.
I was thinking of that toy, the stretchy arms, the Ninja Turtle and Stretch Armstrong one.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Who comes out when you stretch it too long? Oh shit!
Yeah, in the middle.
That's how I come now because I can't get hard. I got a little tear in my shaft.
I wanted to mention that I work as a tour guide. 99% of my tours that I do are in a minivan where I'm driving, I'm talking, small group tours. Last week, I got a call and I was like, hey, if you want to do what we call a hop on, which is a big bus tour. And I was like, yep, sure, got it. And they told me, they're like, it's a bunch of old people from Poland. And most of them do not speak English. So you're going to be giving the tour to a translator and then he's going to be relaying it back. I was
It's like a dream come true.
yeah, I was like, okay, whatever. Like, I'm getting paid no matter what. That's fine. But the fun part was I get there and we all load up to get on the bus. And the bus is not a tour bus. It is a party bus with a stripper pole. So me and a bunch of Polish people in their 60s boarded a bus that had like the champagne on ice and had champagne glasses hanging from the ceiling. And most crucially, the windows, the shades are all pulled down because it's a party bus and not a, hey, look at Los Angeles bus, the thing they are trying to do. So we all
like, if only you could see what I'm seeing right now.
yeah.
There's a guy shooting up on Hollywood Boulevard. If only
Look at the wonder. Look at it.
he's shooting up on Steve Gutenberg's star right now.
But also, it's like I guess the seating arrangement could be best described as a jacuzzi style. So they're all facing each other and not like forward or the window.
There's some coke residue all over the back of that.
It was fucking hilarious. It was one of the funniest goddamn things. And like, I was thinking, and I put this in the Discord, which you can join, linktree.com/thegoodspod. I mentioned the Discord because I just assumed the situation was the guy fucked up and got the wrong kind of bus.
Yeah.
No. The longer this went on, the more I talked to my translator, who was kind of the leader of the group. At some point, he was like, yeah, I wanted something wild. I just wanted something wild for LA, just something freaky and wild. And I was like, you did this on purpose?
Well, yeah, he
I'm
fucking
feeling
got
crazy.
what he wanted. He was a man that knew what he wanted, and he got it.
And he kept being like,
Much to the chagrin of everyone else.
dude, it's all old people. I can't stress this enough. And the whole time he kept being like, I want to hear what is the real LA music? Play some real LA music.
So were you able to? You did the thing. He would translate, and then
Yeah, so I'm sitting there and being like, LA founded September 4th, 1781, and he go, and he would give the information back
did
and
they look
forth like that.
interested?
My jokes, when they got translated through him, he was able to sell them enough. I got
Really?
some laughs. Yeah. So, it worked out all right.
maybe
but
that could be like a thing, like just doing stand up with a translator.
Yeah,
You have to sell it extra hard.
Yeah.
You need that for the fucking comedy in English.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah, true.
Make it
And
easier.
then just have the translator just talk shit about the comedian and get more laughs than the actual comedian.
Yeah, so we're just rolling around listening to. I put it up. I was like, "What is some real LA music?" And Sam gave me some good suggestions. Put on some Kendrick and some Snoop and Tupac, Dr. Dre, that kind of thing. And they didn't speak English, so I was just getting fucking wild with it. Cranking
you should
it
have
up.
like Sugar Free and all his songs where he's
hell
just
yeah.
talking about being a pimp and
That's
doing
right.
bad stuff.
Any hair metal? Any like LA punk?
No, I don't think so. No, I probably should. I probably should have at some
Yeah,
point.
you should have been playing Welcome to the Jungle.
Ooh, yeah,
I was saying,
yeah.
like that's when people
Drive through
think LA
downtown.
music, they think like Guns N' Roses and Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yeah,
probably.
yeah. We could play some Elliott Smith and really bum them out. That'd be fun.
Billie Eilish.
Yeah. Ooh, there we go.
Did anyone get up and strip on that pole?
They couldn't. Their hips would give out. These were not young people.
You didn't do this for them?
The pole was all the way in the
The
back.
guy's like, I want you to be wild.
Yeah, yeah. I wanted to get wild. I want wild. Real LA wild. But also, like I said, the shades are all pulled down, and they're not. It's not like you could just push a button. So everybody's just
They're
fumble
all
fucking.
padlocked closed.
Kinda, yeah. So it took forever to like get them, and half of them are like jerked like sideways, and it's all fucked up.
Right.
Like it was just. But interestingly, that bus driver is the best bus driver I've ever dealt with.
Nice.
Because usually those bus drivers are like, they drive too fast and they won't go in certain neighborhoods. And this dude was more than down. So I'm just like, man, if you just didn't have a stripper bus, you can get a lot more business, I think. At least for
I
us.
doubt that's true.
No. It was a clean stripper bus. I will say that.
Yeah, I bet they get a completely different demographic than your tour company.
Yeah, I think so too. Because when I got on, he was like, wait, you're a guide? And then I like poked my head in, and that's when I saw the pole. I was like, oh, this is a different thing.
No,
So-
this is where people get hammered and smoke weed on the road.
Right. This is actually a moving violation. So, a different vibe for sure. You had your folks in town, right, Sam?
Oh, yeah. It was great. We had a great time.
Yeah.
They had a cool Airbnb I spent some time at. We went to the Getty.
Nice.
Did you take him to any dispensaries?
Yeah, actually, we did go to one
Really?
down the street. Yeah. The one that down the street that was horrible is now better. So that's great news for anyone who lives near here, which I will not say where that is. Yeah. Yeah, we went to the Getty. That was fun. My mom didn't know what she was looking at half the time. She was really disappointed with it. She was looking at an Egyptian sarcophagus. And
Yeah.
She didn't know what it was, and then just goes, I think it's a bathtub or something.
An ancient bathtub.
Yeah. So it was just shit like that all the time. Everything took forever. They can't handle street parking.
Oh,
have you
yeah,
experienced that with out-of-towners who come here?
Oh, yeah.
Like the idea they have to park on the streets, like fucking baffling.
If I ever see an out-of-state license plate slowing down in the right-hand lane in front of me, I immediately swerve around them because I know they're about to take 10 hours to parallel park.
Yeah, just anything like that. Everything was hard. They didn't want to listen to me. My mom kept being like, I found this easy hike at Griffith Park. And it's like, no, it's a mountain.
Yeah, yeah.
It's every part of it is a mountain.
Yeah. Yeah. And this time of year, you want to start, if you're going to do that, go before dawn so you're done at 9.
My parents came with me and some friends to a WNBA game, and my dad was telling people that he writes limericks now since he retired.
Oh, no.
High school level embarrassed by my parents. It was fun. It was a great time.
Did he offer any to?
No, he didn't. But then later, someone asked, and it was not dirty at all, which
What?
was
What's the
surprising.
point?
Yeah, I don't know. I have no idea. Apparently, he's into writing poetry about birds in the limerick format now.
What do you do for fun? Your parents? They sound very just simple and just relaxed.
Yeah, I mean, they're both retired now, so they work around the house on little projects, or
Like
they
birdhouses?
go.
Do they make a birdhouse?
No, they like birds though. I don't think they've ever built their own birdhouse, but they definitely have bought
Feeder?
a couple. Yeah, they have a hummingbird feeder and
They
probably
gotta-
just a regular seed one.
They got to talk to my phone. My dad has tried to create a Pavlovian response with the birds by he puts the seeds that he goes out to feed him with in a bowl and like hits it with the spoon as he's spreading it, and it's working. So like they know every bird in the neighborhood when they hear
the birds.
He's training the birds. So now he like dumps the seed, ding, 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 and then like he comes inside, the door shuts, and then they just fucking descend. Like he's actually, he's doing some Birdman of Alcatraz shit in my backyard.
The real
What
thing,
about you, Mike? What are your
I was
parents?
gonna say, where do your parents live at, man?
My dad lives 6 feet under. He died. And
Gotcha.
yeah, he died. And my mom in Torrance.
So did you grew up in LA, I guess?
Yeah, we're on the outskirts. So I never really grew up around all the entertainment and everything. I didn't really even know about it. You kind of hear about it, but you never really like know about it until you start kind of doing it. You like do this everywhere.
Right.
So I was far enough away just to not be in the chaos.
Yeah. Did you ever go with your folks like into any of the touristy areas of LA when you were growing up?
Yeah, we didn't really do a lot of family stuff, to be honest.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, because
I had no childhood, dude.
No. I was born at age 30.
That's
one
put
of
a pillow
those
over his face and killed him.
Matrix pods covered in goo.
Yeah.
Came out today.
Yeah, my parent was television.
Oh, yeah.
Gotcha.
You're from that generation that we're all from, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just keep watching the TV until your head hurts, and then you fucking lay on a pillow, and you still feel like you're gonna pass on a throat, but you keep watching.
And even if your parents are home, you're still watching TV.
100%. That's what it was. Yeah.
That's why millennials love trivia now, because we have all this TV information.
Right.
Well, the worst part is I'm bad at trivia, so I'm just stupid. I'm fucking stupid.
He didn't even
All that TV for nothing.
So give it up smooth. Ain't no telling when I'm down for a jack move. Here's a murder rap to keep you dancing with a crime record like Charles Manson. AK-47 is the tool. Don't make me act like a crazy little fool. Me and you can go toe to toe, no maybe. I'm knocking fellas out the box daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, until them dumb motherfuckers see clearly that I'm down with a capital CPT. Boy, you can't fuck with me. So when I'm in your neighborhood, you better duck, cause Ice Cube is crazy as I live, believe I'm stomping. But when I come back, boy, I'm coming straight out of Compton.
What you been up to, Carter?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, jeez. Fancy you asked that.
Quiz, motherfucker.
Oh, fuck.
You have good skin, I just noticed.
I do?
You
Oh, my
have smooth
God.
Skin. You don't have any
Thank you.
pimples or shit.
Thank you. I found some small ones on my chin earlier today, but thank you. Outside of my rigorous skincare routine, what have I been doing? I went to Palm Springs and did stand up.
Yeah,
That was fun.
how was that?
It was awesome. It was fucking hot. Like it was like 88 degrees at night.
Yeah.
That's how it is out there.
It's fucked. And like, but it was cool. It was like everyone there is like, it's like near Coachella, so people were like kind of high.
A lot of wide brim hats.
Sure. But it's like I love it. Like as soon as we like got there, like
so true.
dude, yeah. But like as soon as we got there, like I was like, all right, this is gonna be fun. In front of the podcast, Justin Lentz put me on the show.
Yeah.
And there was like it was great, and like all the comics were really funny, and everyone there was super game. And there was just one lady at the beginning of the show who was like doing that thing where like, someone's going like, I guess that's the difference between the high desert and the low desert. And she'd be like, yeah, the high desert and the low desert. Like just repeating back the last thing that was said. Like,
Oh, that's annoying.
but it was like one of those like, I don't think she's gone to a lot of stand-up shows.
Right.
Maybe.
And she's on mescaline.
Yeah, she's fucking, she's just like deeply mentally ill.
Oh, okay.
But like,
her brain has been sunburned.
but she's untouchable. Yeah, her brain has been baked for sure.
Yeah.
But
I was
she's
gonna say that the desert rat. Sometimes you're like, did you used to be a tweaker, or have you just spent way too much time?
What
out here?
happened out here?
she's untouchable because she was the owner of the venue's sister's friend.
Oh, no.
Who came with the sister. So it's like but she started talking the whole time, and everyone's like trying to kind of avoid it or whatever.
Right.
Like the host had to be like, you're talking throughout the whole show. Could you?
Yeah, Mrs. Infidel, can you please?
Yeah, could you not? And she was like, you're not my mom. You're not my mom.
Oh, damn it.
And like she's like, and then Billy Wayne Davis goes up at the end, and then he's just like, shut the fuck up. Like directly to her face. And she's like, she gets up and like throws like her napkin or something at him.
What?
Like fucking, and then the whole crowd in this comedy show is like, you've been distracting the whole time.
Yeah.
You've been disrupted. Like they all turn against her. It was awesome.
Oh,
she gets up and goes to the bathroom, and then he starts talking about how she's probably taking a shit. But he didn't see her come back, so then she's like sitting there stewing, watching him talk about her taking a shit. It was amazing. And then they escorted her out the back.
Oh,
but
good.
There's always one. At every comedy show, there's always one person who is like, I can do this better than anyone doing it right now.
Or they think that people can't hear them 6 feet in front.
Yeah,
of
they
them.
think they're watching Netflix.
She thought she was like one of those, like, I'm adding to the show. What are you talking about? I'm adding to it.
Oh god,
She's one of those people.
Yeah, bitch, we're about to subtract you from it out the back door. Go back in the fucking desert. People out there were people literally that were like Monster Energy, fucking tank tops, flat billed hat.
Hell yeah.
Like, looked like they knew the guys from Sublime in the 90s.
Dude, I was trying to get like the vibe because like, I mean, it was so much fun and I'd love to do it again. But like,
I think I'm doing it next month.
It's very fun.
Nice.
And Justin's a sweet boy.
Oh, yes.
But it's like, at first I was like, okay, so like this is where like Sinatra used to have houses and shit.
Yeah,
this is like where like
this is where Kennedy fucked an East German spy.
Right. Like celebrities used to come out here and fuck around.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's not really like that anymore. I'm sure there are parts of it are, but like,
well, it's this very harsh dividing line of wide brim Coachella people and then crazy tweaked out desert rats.
I think there is a meth issue out there.
There's a big oh absolutely. Fuck yeah.
I didn't realize.
Yeah, but I've never, in my experience going to Palm Springs, I've never seen anything that I would describe as like a middle zone between those two. It is either a white woman who's going to eat some peyote and learn something about herself and spend a shitload of money on overpriced food, or it's just like, hey man, the birds are following me. That's the two.
I mean, there was some pretty bomb ass food out there.
Oh yeah. Well, fuck yeah, it's money out there, baby. Palm Springs.
I went to Palm Desert.
How was it?
It was fun. There is some local comics before, and some of them were good.
Dude.
There's one girl that went up and did a lot of twerking.
Damn, that's my fucking closer, bro.
But thankfully, her mother was there, and she really enjoyed it.
Well,
Not even making that up. Yeah.
oh my god.
Yeah.
I should have done that.
You know what?
I should have done that.
Shout out. There are people who can't do stand up in front of their families, let alone fucking twerking. So hey,
Have we all
good.
gone through that unique level of hell? Has everyone done stand up in front of their family?
Yeah, definitely.
You did it in front of my family.
I've done it in front of your family. Yes,
They loved you.
Yes. You ever done stand up in front of your family, Mike?
Nah, they're from Korea, so they wouldn't understand.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
They don't speak English?
No, they do, but there's no stand up in. I mean, now there's stand up in Korea, but it's only been like 3 years now or something. So it's like fresh. They don't know.
Really?
So there was no stand up period. It was all like slapstick, physical humor in Korea, so they don't get it.
Have you attempted to do stand up in Korean at all?
Oh, dude, I can't do it. I would just sound like a fucking baby. Google Gaga. I can't.
Okay.
My Korean's not that good. But it'd be cool.
Can I offer you some career advice real quick? Fucking learn Korean.
Well,
Fucking fast.
I actually have been thinking about that. I mean, it's not like I can't speak it at all, but it's just not that good like it was. But
Yeah.
definitely like obviously Korean culture is getting really big.
Right.
now, too. And then it's the fact that stand up is so fresh. Like my friends out there who do it, like one of my he's a Korean American, but he moved out there to teach them stand up.
Really?
And so their level is very, obviously it's gonna be low because they're new, but they're learning quickly.
Sure.
So shit, maybe I should just.
It's kind of like an open playing field to like really like ascend through the levels,
I
right?
believe so yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
We had Tushar Singh on the show. This is probably 8-9 years ago at this point, but he basically went to India, and he's from Huntsville, Alabama, where the state where Carter and I are from. But his folks are from India, and he went and traveled India and was doing stand up. And one of the things he said was, most of it's in English, but the punchlines are in Hindi.
Oh shit! I see that on YouTube all the time.
Yeah.
What did you do when your dad come to the house?
Right.
It would take a punch it.
And then they fucking
Yeah.
it's like a killer.
Millions of views. Like the Indian on TikTok. Pretty good, right? they get so many subscribers and views because India is such a huge country.
And I think at the time I just remember comparing it to Desi Arnaz on I Love Lucy, where he gets so pissed at Lucy he just starts speaking in Spanish. So the punchline's in a different language.
How would you do that in America?
You do
just
like
talk in one dialect.
Yeah, I was gonna say you do like the flat American accent. And then you're like, shit, tell you what.
Yeah.
End it on the
Be
fucking
redneck.
Southern accent. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, it's just Larry the Cable Guy. It's what you're describing. Yeah, you have a very flat Nebraska affect. And
You
then
make
you
like
just-
a witty joke that would be in like the New Yorker or something, and then you end it with "Get her done."
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. There we go.
Damn.
Are you guys a fan of them? The whole when they did the tour.
Oh, the Blue Collar Comedy Tour.
Yeah.
I like Ron White.
I was gonna say like I always I tried to keep it to like I like Ron White because he's like the respectable one.
Right. Yeah.
But I mean, when I was growing up, like
Jeff Foxworthy.
Yeah, my parents had tapes of Jeff Foxworthy that we listened to.
Oh
in the
yeah,
car.
he was the second best one by
Yeah.
far. I really didn't like the other two.
Yeah, the Bill Engvall and the Larry the Cable Guy, the D.L. Hughley and Cedric the Entertainer of the lot.
yeah.
Well, it's not to
I was
shit
gonna
on
say
DL,
the
yeah.
Steve Harvey.
The Steve Harvey and Cedric the Entertainer, yeah.
Yeah, come on. DL's still good.
Well, actually,
Yeah.
I remember watching that. Actually, I take that back. What you said earlier about if my dad was alive, he would understand that because he was in touch with American culture, and he actually would watch stand up on Comedy Central, including the Blue Collar Comedy Tour. He would show me Henry Cho.
Oh
Yeah. Nashville guy.
Oh man, yeah. Henry Cho's
Put a
fucking
pillow over his
hilarious. I used to that Comedy Central half hour. They used to show of his.
Kill him.
What's that?
I was just whispering. I said I put a pillow over his face and killed him twice.
Oh.
I'm just trying to do a callback. I didn't do it, guys. I'm fucking kidding. Got in a car accident.
Desert sky kept me dry from the city rain. The stars filtered the sky. If you were here, then you would feel the same. Inside our love, the
I got a story for everybody. This is out of Seattle, Washington, and it's also, I'm going to go ahead and call this person my hero of the week. This is from KIRO7 in Seattle. Emily is the owner and sole employee of Taste of Heaven Espresso, a drive-through coffee kiosk. She said that a customer crossed the line on Tuesday when he pulled into the drive-thru and demanded a refund over pricing. Surveillance video from Lee's shop shows the man outside of his car arguing with her through the window. She said customers tried to step in and talk the man down for about 10 minutes, but it quickly escalated. In the video, the man says, "Nobody's gonna miss you." And that's when she said,
And I assume this is over like 49 cents.
yeah, you didn't give me my change. So that's when she felt threatened. Quote, "Oh, okay, so you have no problem harming me. You're making that clear." The man then tossed his drinks back at Lee just as she closed the drive-thru window. And it's a fucking
Fire in the hole move, yeah.
But what's great is she closes the window before it hits, and it fucking goes all over his goddamn shoes. And if you look at this, by the way, he doesn't look like this in the face so much, but he is dressed like 2000s era Macho Man.
I was gonna say he's got rap album Macho Man energy.
Yeah, he's got the like silk black shirt, Kangol turned backwards, little shades. He just looks like a cartoon douchebag.
He looks like a hitman or something, or like a extra on The Sopranos. Or
Well, he looks like he's about to go fucking clock in for a hookah lounge.
Ooh, yeah, there we
yeah.
go. There we go.
He reminds me of the actor, the Leon the Professional guy.
Ooh, yeah, he does look like
Yeah.
Leon the Professional.
yeah.
I like this guy again.
She says, "It's one thing to yell. It's one thing to get mad. It's one thing to even be outside of your car and try to threaten me, but to actually take the action behind it, that changed things for me." And I was like, oh no, if you think you're going to throw drinks at me and ruin my day, I'm going to ruin your day. And that's when she reaches her entire body out of the drive-thru window, produces a fucking hammer, and begins smashing his windshield.
Holy shit.
She only gets one good one in.
Yeah.
She could have gone harder, but she did put a nice hole
in
this
it.
dude.
Oh, it's
She's
amazing.
the winner of this one because I saw that one, and then for some reason I got turned on when she did that. Like, legit. 'Cause she said something at the end. She's like, "What did she say?"
She said some action hero movie line and then smashed his shit.
Oh, is that right? Oh, yeah.
I think so.
Yo, yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, you want to fuck with me?
Yeah.
And it's one of those,
she yelled, "This is Sparta."
it's one of those situations where I was like, what happened after this? Because this is like one of those things where this guy almost can't call the cops.
Right.
He's not in a situation where he can call the cops and they're going to be like, oh, yeah, we'll go. You threatened to kill her? Oh, she messed up.
And I think throwing drink, that's assault, right? Throwing the drinks.
As a man, too, because I'm the one that threw a fucking liquid and she got the like fucking the hammer. Like, come on, that's pussy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just go home. Pay for yourself. Man up.
Well, they
also, she says it's one thing to be mad. It's one thing to be like angry. It's not okay to be any of those things at some fucking coffee place.
Right.
There's no way they fucked up your order that bad that you need to be yelling.
It's 2 coffees.
Yeah.
That's the
and
thing.
yelling at a woman like that, too. Like, all these guys that do that in drive-thrus are the lowest form.
You can tell most of them just hate women.
They're losers.
Yeah, I just as a chronic service employee myself, boy, this is just a fucking dream. This is something I've wanted to do to so many people in my
Smash
life.
their windshield out with a hammer.
God, it would feel. I mean, being the sole employee and the owner of a place. Don't fuck with that person.
That's right.
That's a very stupid idea. But also, man, there's just an endless litany of people who fucking drew a line through the fucking tip thing. And when I was delivering a pizza, like, yeah, I'd love to come back with a hammer.
Fantasizing about revenge is like the number one way to pass the time at these kind of jobs.
Oh yeah.
And the hammer being so readily available, that's her plan to attack.
Yeah, well, she said as much. She was like, "This is my personal protection hammer," and it's like a big ass hammer. It's not like
a normal like claw hammer type thing. It's bigger than average, but it's like a claw hammer. If she could have hit it both ends and fucked his shit up good.
Blame Samuel L. Jackson had this one coming.
Yeah. But yeah, the police came and they got him to leave. It was understood that what happened is he assaulted me and I responded. Lee explains, despite what anyone says, Lee believes that female workers like herself shouldn't be afraid to protect themselves. Fuck yeah, hero of the week for this person.
Oh yeah, I applaud you.
Yeah,
I hope this is one of those things where they find out what this guy's deal is and semi-harass him over it.
Oh yeah,
you know how sometimes the internet does that.
Right. They figure out who he.
Also, the windshield almost isn't enough of a payback, because that can be fixed with money. When you're gonna be harassed by strangers, that's probably a better punishment.
It won't take long. Like
no, it never does.
Carly, like last night, so there's some girls posted some picture of like herself moving out of this place, and Carly found with pinpoint accuracy, like less than 5 minutes later, where that was.
Whoa!
I was like, it is. If you post anything online, especially if your face is in it, like you will be found within the day.
The background of anything outside, someone will find it.
Who's Carly?
Yeah.
Girlfriend.
My girlfriend.
Oh, okay. Carly
She's here
and Carter.
somewhere. Yeah.
That's
She's a
adorable. Carly
psycho
and Carter.
stalker.
Yeah, she's a psycho. Yeah, she's crazy. It's all right. She never listens to podcasts.
Carly, come on, listen to the podcast.
I can see your guys' names and like fucking carved into a tree. Like,
Yeah, we have all these pillows with our names put on there. Carly and Carter's house.
But yeah, shout out to Emma, and we got listeners in Seattle. I'm sure they could find, skinny macho man from 2003.
Or better yet, go to this place and tip her $1.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, for God's sakes.
Yeah,
buy her another hammer.
Oh yeah,
Right.
double bigger hammer.
Yeah.
She could have
Donkey Kong action right there.
Hell yeah.
Buy her some mace. I don't know. He deserves a mace, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Oh, bear mace.
Ooh, yeah. Ooh, both. That would really surprise them. You hit them with liquid bear mace, and then just when they're covering their eyes, you begin smashing their car with a medieval mace with the
Right.
spiky
A swinging
ball.
spiky ball.
Yeah, double mace.
One more cup of coffee for the road. One more cup of coffee before I go to the valley below.
Y'all, we have time for just one more segment. And Carter, dude, this is going to be the only part of the fucking show that you like.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine?
That's right.
Yeah.
This is motherfucking Green Day straight out of Oakland, California, I believe. Berkeley, that's right. Oh, I don't want to ascribe Oaklandness to Berkeley people. I apologize to the Bay. But this, of course, is...
I've had to apologize, and they're not my favorite band, but I've had to apologize for so much for like because when people have a visceral reaction to this band now, and you're like, I still like some Green Day songs.
I
Like,
do too.
Fuck that band. Dookie's good.
Yeah,
Like,
Dookie's good.
Is that a response now?
I mean, there's, for some,
They've become less cool over the
Oh,
years.
yeah?
Post American Idiot, they're like, man, because they apparently have like sold out twice or whatever, like with this and then with American Idiot.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, what's funny is like
this is a great album.
their most viewed songs are post American Idiots. Like on
Right.
YouTube, it's like 21 Guns and like
Yeah.
shit like that. Wake Me Up When September Ends and Boulevard of Broken Dreams.
Hell yeah.
This is like I think third or fourth. This is their most popular song from
is like
this album.
So many people of our age's like first CD.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely. Yeah.
this. I mean, and Kyle Clark will back me up on this. This Insomniac, Nimrod,
Yeah.
can't fuck with it.
Oh yeah. Kyle
Warning
rides
even.
Kyle rides for Warning real hard.
yeah,
I know.
Warning is fucking good.
Yeah. Yeah, I threw some Green Day on the playlist about a year ago. It pops up every now and again. I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah.
I mean, you know what? I'll take it over Blink 182.
Oh, absolutely.
All day long.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah.
As one of the pioneers of this garbage music, yes, you do have to give it to Green Day more than them.
Yeah. Well, yeah. This record, of course, turns 30 years old this year.
Jesus, dude.
Isn't that
I know,
fucking
man.
wild? 1994's Dookie. This particular song, Basket Case, has 353 million views, 67,473 comments, and I read every goddamn last one of them. So now,
I think this song is in the Billionaire Club on Spotify, though. I think this has like a billion songs
for
played.
sure. Yeah, I was surprised.
YouTube's not a good representation
No.
because younger people watch the
Spotify.
newer. They watch the newer videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
right,
A lot of the times, if you go back to a song from like 20 years ago that was the hugest hit ever, it won't have that many views because it lost all the momentum and the kids don't know about it.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, let's dive down into these YouTube comments on Basket Case and see what the people have to say about this pop punk classic. First up, Athena Cerna from 5 years ago. I feel like if this video came out nowadays, every sensitive pussy out there would shit their pants and be pissed about it.
You know, to that point,
What's the video?
The video's them in an
them in
insane asylum,
asylum, and they're all like wearing like
medical gowns.
yeah, they're wearing hospital gowns.
Yeah, totally.
To that point, the whole thing about like mental health is very Gen Z friendly.
Oh yeah,
You know what I
totally. Yeah. Franz 34 from 3 years ago. I was 7 when this came out, and I had been into punk because my parents weren't bitches. Punk is fucking dead. Thanks, Fox.
So aggressive.
Yeah, I was 7 years old into punk rock, having sex, smoking cigarettes.
Well,
My parents were cool.
This band got blamed for killing punk so much. It's like if you're like, but I like real punk, like no effects, which sucks.
I like that commenter proves how punk rock he is by being like, I love my fucking parents.
Yeah.
I love them to
My
death.
parents know what punk is.
Yeah, they taught me right. They raised me with guidance.
Listen to your parents. Very punk rock.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Toast Man from 5 years ago. I was high, and this shit made my bones hurt. Fuck you.
What is? That doesn't even make any sense.
I don't know, man.
That's funny.
I think it does come on strong. You know what I mean? Like if you're just sitting there in a quiet room and then all of a sudden you just hear, you're like, oh God.
I think because it gets put on the same playlist with like Alice in Chains or something.
Yeah.
It seems because it's like, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm going to bat so hard for it. This is the same reason my brother made fun of me for it back in that game.
No, you don't understand how good it is.
It's actually very good considering for American punk in the 90s.
I feel like at this point in the 90s, being a rough, cool metal guy was the move. So this was little kid pussy shit in comparison to that.
I definitely remember if you were into Green Day and this word later, maybe this is just a thing in East Alabama, and this word obviously came to mean something later, but when I was in 5th grade, if you wore Airwalks and listened to Green Day, you, male or female, you were referred to as a skank. That was the thing. It was like, dude, all the skanks have airwalks. And then, like, at some point, I missed the meeting where skank meant, promiscuous woman generally.
Sure.
And so I just heard someone refer to a woman as that. I was like, oh, she's rocking the Converse with the Sharpie on the tip. But no,
I thought it was a ska dance.
Yeah,
that's
where I assume the reference came from. But
Skanking,
it's just it's just fun that it became something else later. Because at one point it was like, I did have some airwalks and was called a skank, and I wear that badge with pride.
I was wearing airwalks.
Skank unity.
You had to be cool.
Yeah.
Wear airwalks.
Or anything but.
Tennis shoes, man.
Hell yeah.
Airwalks were fucking cheap as shit.
Pay less. They were the pay less Vans, basically.
Really? So I
Yeah.
could've afforded it.
Yeah.
Airwalks and New Balance.
If
That's what I was rocking.
If I was wearing Airwalks, you could have afforded it.
All right.
Oh yeah. This one is Marky Moo from 9 years ago. I showed my 7-year-old cousin this. Now every time we pass an insane asylum, he shouts, "Green Basket Day!" And I was like, what town are you in where you're constantly passing insane asylums enough for this to be a thing?
You really went through all the comments, huh?
Huh?
You really went through.
I combed. It's best of the best. Cream of the crop, baby. Tara Keebler from 6 years ago. I'm leaving my drunken, demon-possessed ex who stole over $1,500 of alcohol that I just don't need. It's like, goddamn. They're our countrymen, Mike. They're out there. They're voting, some of them. Creeperoni 666 from 3 years ago. This is the only song my father knows how to sing. I am currently shitting in my toilet, promising in my future wedding that I am going to make my father sing it from beginning to end.
This is actually Brett Kavanaugh's secret YouTube account.
Well, and he ends by saying, "I'm 14, by the way." I was like, no, really?
I'm 14, by the way, in case anyone's wondering.
In case you're wondering. Got a few more here. This one is Anouk 200 from 6 years ago. This song is fucking incredible. And so is the whole of Dookie CD. I hate
There's got to be a better way to put that.
I love Dookie CD.
I love Dookie CD's whole.
I hate douche tool shitheads that talk crap about Green Day. Like, who the hell cares? Just enjoy the music.
I wrote this one.
Yeah, this is Carter's. You can tell people who say that are not actually musicians because I've been a drummer since I was 6, personally. I hear the song and the drums just be materializing in my head, and I start playing it.
So another 6-year-old punk rocker.
I'm telling you, dude. Everybody in this comment section is 6 years old, it seems like. This one is Neum H. Gilvari from 7 months ago. I used to like these guys, but they're not punk. They're 3 assholes. They made their money. Billy has no shoulders. Just look how he holds the guitar. They're wannabe punk. They're punk asses. Billy has the body of a teenager. There's Trey and him having sex. His poor wife. I was like, what video are you watching? Where Trey Cool and Billy Joe Armstrong are fucking.
That's the one in his brain.
Yeah.
He also knows all the members of the band.
Yeah, he loved them. They did something to him.
Well, this is probably a Trump supporter guy who switched up.
True. Yeah, he says, sorry, fans of these assholes. They don't have respect for their fans either. I was like, oh, they like turned you down for an autograph or something at the airport at 1 a.m. This one is Preston Williford from 2 years ago. My grandfather, Ross, used to run the Postal Service. One of my great uncles was a drunk in the Battle of the Alamo. I am federal, FBI. You know people don't trust me as an FBI, which I don't blame you. They're all a bunch of stupid pigeons. I don't know who's hiring him, but it sure as hell ain't me, and I have a lot of family interest in life, and you wonder where I get my brain from.
I do wonder that.
Yeah, so that guy's freaking out. This one, Shadow Dragonette, 10 months ago. You'll love this, Sam. So I finally tried a quote-unquote edible Monday.
Oh, yeah. I love this already.
So, yeah, that's as stoned as I'll ever be. And it was not quote-unquote fun. It was just me sleeping and my poor dog suffering. I was like, hold on.
Wait, what evidence do you have of your poor dog suffering while you were sleeping?
Yeah, I guess like she couldn't walk him or something.
Oh, I see.
But she says, this was worse than being drunk. Bright side, I got over it. My dog still loves me, and I took her on a longer than usual walk to make up for me being stupid on Monday. I also bought her an activity/treat thing. I can hide the treats in the slots, and she has to move it to get around. She seems to like it so far, but it's only day one.
So she had like such a bad weed trip. She started being like, "My dog hates me. My dog hates me." Instead of just like the people I know hate me. You know?
Yeah.
My dog hates me.
My dog doesn't respect me anymore.
And finally, and this sounds like a deleted scene from a P.T. Anderson movie, Ryan Stobaugh from 4 years ago. My video froze, and it sounded like Billy Joe said Dookie, and then it just started playing over and over, and I was like,
Dookie.
one of us, Dookie,
Google,
one
gobble,
of
Google,
us.
gobble.
He says, what the fuck, Illuminati? So I'm coming out of the motel room, and I walk out on the sidewalk. Within 2 seconds, a white van pulls up fast to the curb like they're trying to abduct me. There's a silhouette of a man leaning against a wall 20 feet away. I walk towards him. I ask for a light. He walks out of the shadows, gives me one. Then I hear something falling in the road. It was a basket case. Parentheses, a wood one, like for plants.
No, none of this happened.
I like that he doesn't know what a basket case is,
Right.
that it's a fucking crazy person. He thinks it's literally a big basket. He says,
A case full of baskets.
yeah, that's where obviously where you keep your baskets at. He says, falls down from the sky area into middle of road. No movement ever again in the van, just silence. Then a cop picks me up within 2 minutes and wants to give me a ride to my brother and mother's place, who I'd been arguing with. Why? Just cause? He knew she didn't have a car because CHP just towed it. So you're hoping that I would walk the 8 miles to the motel because I knew I was arguing with them?
CHP, we have a local.
It says, ha ha ha, the cop mentioned the military. You fucked up, you fuck lizard. You cock kickers. Fuck you too, Illuminati and CIA. Never forget.
Yeah, he doesn't know what a basket case is because he is one.
Yes,
Right, yeah.
exactly.
Why would he understand?
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
literally any song can break someone's brain.
Absolutely.
Well, yeah, your brain can be broken, and then music can just come in.
Could be a soundtrack to that.
Yeah. I just like that it's giving Magnolia and it's giving Punch Drunk Love.
Yeah.
Van abductions, things falling from the sky that shouldn't. It's awesome.
CHP.
This is a thing that happens. So
You might be asking yourself, why do these things happen?
Yeah,
You
yeah.
see Ricky Jay narrating that whole...
well, that is Green Day's Basket Case from the album Dookie, our jam of the week. Mike Kim, where can people find you on the internet?
Instagram, YouTube, everything is going to be under Mike Kim Comedy.
Yes.
MikeKim Comedy, one word.
A lot of good content up there at Mike Kim Comedy.
Yes, sir.
Carter, where can people find you online?
Carter_Glasscock on Instagram.
Fuck yeah. Sam, where can people find you on the internet?
Slam Harder on Twitter, Sam Harder 666 on Instagram. The thing you need to know about me right now is you need to come to PDA Space in Altadena.
Public displays of Altadena.
Yeah,
All right.
and you need to come there July 18th at 9 p.m. for my comedy show, Fentanyl Kills, a comedy show.
You're doing a solo show out there?
Yeah, dude, he's doing an hour,
I'm
right?
doing an hour.
Fucking
out on
A.
PDA, and you got to come. July 18th, 9 p.m.
Hell yeah.
Tickets in bio.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's
I'll
called Fentanyl Kills?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Hell yeah.
Yeah. They didn't send me an email saying I can't call it that.
You're getting the word out.
Nice. Well, yeah, definitely go see Sam do his hour. You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Rivers Langley. Shout out to Tone. Tone is the winner of our YouTube subscription contest. Thank you so much for subscribing. You can subscribe to our YouTube, and you should. YouTube.com/TheGoodsPod. Best way to support the show, head to patreon.com/TheGoodsPod. Second best way to support our show, head to Apple Podcasts, rate, review, and subscribe. Show the attitude of gratitude, because if you do not have the attitude of gratitude, Daddy, you're going to get tasered in the wiener. The Goods from the Woods was recorded and edited by me, Rivers Langley. You can find our show on Twitter at The Goods Pod. Our theme song was composed by Jonas, the Space Cowboy.
This was a Brain Freeze podcast.